Snapshot 24W11A is out, and with it Datapack version 35 with new loot functions, a new item slot, and more. My name is Slime and I'm here to show you all the changes. Let's start with some pack loading changes. You can no longer disable data packs that are tied to feature flags. That also leads us to a known issue with this version. A bug means you can actually no longer disable any data packs at all. In command and function news, there's a new slot called Contents for entities that contain only a single item, like item entities, item frames, and item display entities. The weather command now always sets the global weather, which means it also works in custom dimensions. And some bug fixes. The weapon item slots no longer have a bunch of bogus suffixes. And typing /function followed by a space no longer crashes the internal server in single-player mode on worlds that have a ton of functions loaded. In predicate news, item predicates have been split into sub-predicates. Some fields from the main predicate object have been moved into items in a new map called Predicates, which has a similar format to components on an item stack. That goes for enchantments, stored enchantments, potions, and custom data, which are all now sub-predicates, with potions also being renamed to potion contents. The durability field has been turned into a damage predicate. This predicate can now be used to test for either the damage of an item or its durability, that is, the maximum durability of the item minus its current damage. These sub-predicates all now require that a matching component exist on the item in order to pass. For instance, that means that a predicate checking for damage 0 will fail for items that do not even have durability. For entity predicates, the type-specific type field is now a namespaced ID, and the any type-specific subpredicate has been removed. In loot function news, there are 5 new functions. Set firework explosion can be used to modify the firework explosion component on the item. This has a conditions field for conditions that decide whether to apply the function. Then it has optional fields for the fields of the component: shape, colors, fade colors, trail, and twinkle. The fields that are present will cause those fields on the component to be replaced by the given values. The set fireworks function can similarly be used to set the fireworks component values. It also has a list of conditions and then an optional field to set the flight duration. It also has an optional field explosions, which is a list of explosions that can be used to manipulate the explosions on the firework rocket. How this manipulation is done is determined by the mode field. That field can be one of replace all, which replaces the set of explosions on the rocket. Replace section replaces only a section of the explosions in the list. This is accompanied by 2 optional arguments, offset and size, determining the section to replace. If offset is omitted, 0 is used. If size is omitted, the size of the list in the explosions field is used. Mode can also be insert, which inserts explosions into the list. This can be accompanied by an offset field, which is the index to insert explosions before in the list. If no offset is given, 0 is used, inserting the explosions first in the list. And finally, mode can be append, which appends explosions to the end of the list. Let's move on to set book cover. This function lets you set the cover details of a written book. This also has a conditions field and optional fields for title, author, and generation. The values of the fields that are present will be used to replace the existing details. There are 2 more functions for manipulating books: set writable book pages and set written book pages. Both have the same fields. The difference between them are the same as the difference between the 2 components on the item stack. In addition to the regular conditions, fields on these functions are pages, which is a list of page data, and mode. This mode works exactly like the mode setting on the set fireworks function. And that's it for Datapack version 35. My name is Slime, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.